early on, it felt like you guys were putting on a lot of pressure, and then momentum kind of swung late in the first half and early in the second half. And then the last 15 minutes, suddenly you guys grabbed it back. How would you describe kind of the ebbs and flows that way?
To be honest with you, I felt in the first half we did a good job of driving them back into their half of the field and getting a sustained attack, pushed our numbers up and stopped them from getting out. And to be honest with you, all credit to Portland, they did the exact same thing to Washington and beat Washington 1-0 by hanging in through the first half and then hitting with a sucker punch in the second half. So, I remember I was talking to Rachel, and we got the team over for a period there. And I said to them, they did this against Washington, and if we don't change our attitude to how we're going to fight for this, they're going to do the same thing to you guys. So it's our choice. We either get punched or we get to punch. It's one or the other. Our kids gritted it out. It wasn't our sharpest performance by any stretch of the imagination. But again, the ability to hang in there and the belief that we can have a winner, and execution there from Shaw for the second ball was excellent.
Yeah, how can you just describe that goal? I mean, it was pretty heady stuff, it seemed like.
We've spoken to our second ball players that we're too deep at times, and when the ball pops out, and so Shaw's taking the information on board, pressed into the space, and she's got balls popped out to her, and then the composure to have. I think it's probably you're probably looking at 18, 19 players behind the ball when the strike comes. So the places to put the ball, there ain't many of them, and for her to pick her head up and put it where she did, that's a world-class finish.
You were making substitutions. It seemed fairly frequently. Did you end up feeling like there was like a group or a couple substitutions you made that really lit the spark for you?
Jordan Warmdahl came in, and she came on the left side, came on the right side, and gave us some fight and stuff in there. We were able to. Mia looked a little tired, so we were able to get Meg Rucker in there, and then we were able to rotate her back in. Caitlin Shaw, we think probably picked us a little something up in the first half, so we were able to get Shaw down in there, and then lost a little bit of bite in the midfield, so we were able to rotate Shaw back up to the 8, and then got Maya down, and Maya did a good job just to settle us down in the 6. Listen, whenever those guys can come in the game and affect us, and they do, and they affected us in a positive way and did a really nice job for us.
Any other thoughts you want to add?
It's what, sorry?
Any other thoughts you want to add?
No, just again proud of the group in terms of they find a way to grit it out, and I think the mentality of this group since I've been here has been first class, and they find a way to get it done, and when that belief is all in all of our programs here. So I'm glad that we've grabbed onto it and started to move forward with that.
It is a couple in a row where you've been proud of the way you finished.
Yeah.
Do you get to a point though where you're like, hey, now we need to not be in those situations?
For sure, we can't keep hanging on. I mean, we did that last season. We were a tough team last season, and we were able to squeak wins out last year and stuff. And this year we've been able to score more goals, but we haven't been as consistent in the back line. And so it's finding that balance, and we're getting closer to it. And we'll take a look at the video. Take a look at the areas where we need to keep moving forward. And then now it's all about preparing for Portland State on Sunday.